Hey, thanks for watching. My name is Taylor Clemens. I run a marketing company called F4 Campaign Management and Consulting, and I'm just going to quickly show you in this video what we do to start getting responses from mortgage loan officers who are eager to take a call from you and start referring you business. And normally what we do in my company is Facebook ads, SEO, Google ads, kind of the traditional marketing methods to get results for our clients. But the reason you're here is because I recently added modified email outreach to the service list, and it works surprisingly well with the mortgage to insurance space because I've tested it across a couple of different industries, but my father actually is an independent agent here in North Carolina. And he basically said, if you could figure out a way for this to work in mortgage, then I'd be interested in working with you. And it has worked pretty well so far. So kind of the way it works is that I will just scrape all of the mortgage websites online and then refer back to everybody on LinkedIn. And this would be in our area of operation is North Carolina. It would be wherever you live. And then I also take the time to actually research each one of them and write them a personal message. And that's one of the reasons why it works so well, because anybody could write an offer and then mass send it to thousands of people, but it's so clearly a mass message, and that loses all respect from the prospect. People do this on LinkedIn through automations and stuff, but in email, there are actually protocols in place to prevent this. You have to maintain a good domain reputation with your service provider, which would be like GoDaddy or Google. And then the email service providers will actually flag any sender who is attempting this. So what we do is personalize each one. People see that it's not automated. They see that we've actually taken the time to look them up, look into the work they do, and that gains their respect. And then on top of that, we give them a landing page to look us up on from the sending URL. So this is the website that I built for my dad, just really simple one-page website, has a little bit of, information on how it works and some reviews. And then somebody can just scroll down and kind of book like a meet and greet with him. And that's the objective here is we reach out to them and then they book a call with you. And then, of course, we are working within the protocols so that we do maintain a positive email reputation. And that way we can continue to do this. And then let's say that somebody does respond positively. They said that they wanted to take a call with you. Now they've had the call and they said that they wanted to refer you business. Well, we have to, hope that they're going to actually remember us. And so what we've done is I created an automated engagement email campaign that's going to send them emails every 5 to 7 days that basically share your success stories, how you've helped other MLOs save their commissions, and close more deals at a higher rate. So the way this all kind of looks in a flow is we start with the data sheet, do the research and the outreach, then somebody will book an appointment with you. At that point, we can kind of call them a referral partner, and the engagement sequence begins and you start getting referrals. Now, there's no reason you can't go out and get these partnerships on your own, and you should be doing that. My father has been in the business for 14 years, and of course, he understood the value of working directly with mortgage loan officers. And so when he came to me, he already had 26 referral partnerships, which is great. But when you do the math, that's less than 2 a year. So yeah, you can keep going to networking events and handing out cards and then hope that somebody doesn't throw it away. And then if they don't, you got to hope that that person remembers to call you. Yeah, so it's very, very slow. In the first 6 weeks that we've been doing this, testing this, we've already got 7 new partnerships. And of those 7, he's already gotten 4 new referrals. And on average, each of those were $250 a piece. So that is $1,000, which is great. And so if these numbers remain consistent exactly where they are, and only with the first 7 partnerships, and nobody knew, that would be $667 a month extra that he's making over the course of a year. That's over $8,000, $8,004 actually. And then obviously the best thing about insurance is that you get the residual. So you're going to continue to make that $8,000 forever or until the term of the policy. But let's say you have them for 3 years, that'd be 24 grand over 3 years, which is 15x ROI, or it's actually well above a 15x ROI. But yeah, as he continues to work with these new partners, once he helps them with one deal, they're going to be much more willing to send him a second or a third one. And before long, they would just be sending him the majority, if not all, of their business. So, 4 could easily become 8, which would just double all these numbers. Just put this at 13, so 16,000 a year, 48,000 over 3 years, and a 30x ROI. And that's all work that, we don't have to do anymore. It's work that you're not having to pay for anymore. And a lot of the guys that my dad works with, they're great at their job. They have a lot of business, and they'll send him, this one guy in Fayetteville sends him 5, 6 deals a month. In December of last year, it was actually 7. And one of the better things here, as you'll see, about working with us is there is no monthly agency cost. You're only going to pay per booked appointment, paid per referral that we bring you. So the goal here really, as we continue to test this, is I'd like to be getting you guys 2 new partnerships a week, so 12 in 6 weeks. But, if we're not hitting that goal, that's fine, because you're only paying for 7, or if it's even less, you're only paying for exactly what you get. The only thing that we ask really is that there's a small startup fee, which mainly just goes to pay for this website and the domain associated with that. And then there's some required software. So in total, that'd be 102 a month for like the email sending software, 30 for the domain reputation maintenance, and 12 for the calendar integrations. We'll cover all the renewals of your domain and the website. We also cover the engagement campaign cost. And something else is that, like my father works in North Carolina, so I'm not going to work with any other insurance agent in North Carolina. If you live in Nevada, you'd be the only independent insurance agent that I'm working with in Nevada. So if this all sounds good to you, if you'd like to talk in more detail about it, you can absolutely scroll down. There will be a link to my calendar, and you can book a time, and I look forward to talking with you. Thanks.